my talk of the table, I have a big question, not for Tony or Gil, but for you at home. Do you ever think about changing your job without knowing where it may lead? This morning, our lead national correspondent, David Bagnall, I know Gil.
That's funny. I said yes, and Gil said no.
Yeah, he introduces us to a popular news anchor in New Orleans, Karen Swensen, who's doing just that. After a very long and successful career, she's walking away from her job at the CBS affiliate WWL, saying she is trusting the universe.
When WWL-TV paid its final tribute to its beloved lead anchorwoman.
She made the newsroom a more fun place and a nicer place every single day.
Karen Swensen paid tribute to the long list of people whose stories she told.
I will never forget you. The Lytle family, the mother and both of her children who beat devastating brain tumors, the Slack family from the lower Ninth Ward, who lost everything but what really mattered in Katrina. You taught me about faith and family and resilience.
But missing in that narrative was her own list of hardships.
So let's go back to 2005.
Oh my God, 2005. Right before we got married, my husband and I got married, they found a benign tumor. So 6 weeks before my wedding, to the day, I had massive surgery. And they told me during that surgery, you may never have children.
But medical advances helped to change that when she gave birth to a daughter. That same year, Hurricane Katrina wiped out New Orleans. And while she reported from the only local TV station able to stay on the air, her own home was destroyed.
And I went down this rabbit hole for really years, just missing the house that we had lost, the friends we had lost, the way of life that we had lost.
She ended up leaving New Orleans for a dream job anchoring a morning show in her native Boston. But she and her family longed to be back in the Big Easy.
And in 2011, we moved back to New Orleans. And my husband, 6 months later, was diagnosed with advanced cancer. I thought, oh my God, what is happening? My daughter was only 9.
John, the New Orleans police detective and love of her life, died 6 years later.
I've been through a lot of life's changes, and if I can help somebody else navigate it a little bit easier, then there's a purpose for all of it. That's a saying in New Orleans, ain't there no more.
That purpose has helped to push her to walk away from a successful career on television and run a company called Life's About Change. It's her company, her idea, to sell products that are made by people who've changed their lives.
Methamphetamine. I started at the age of 15, went to prison at the age of 20.
I had my first child at 16, and I didn't know how to navigate that, and so I started using opiates at 18.
Jenna and Amanda are now successful potters who imprint Karen's line of coffee mugs with words to live by.
We have faith, kindness, peace.
We're living testimonies of what a life can look like changed.
So the idea with the candles is what?
So the idea from the candles came from a doctor who was helping my husband and I to navigate his cancer journey. And the day he was diagnosed, she said, I want you to go get a candle, and then I want you to watch the wax disappear. And the wax are your cancer cells. She said, visualize it.
What's your intention for folks who buy the candle from you?
I hope that they see the flame and they think about their own inner strength.
Life's About Change started as a t-shirt company.
This might be my favorite. Time for change. Single again.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Swensen.
For several years now, Karen Swensen has juggled that job at WWL-TV with finding special vendors.
The candles that we have, those are created by an American veteran. Joins the military at 33 because she's decided it's time to give back.
And that seems to me to be the underlining of the company.
That's it.
It's the focus on the present and the gratitude and the joy that comes with it.
Always look for the positive, or at least try to be in a state of joy. It will help you navigate it. So when my husband was sick, we looked for the person who beat it. When he passed, I looked for the widow who was still smiling.
Karen's website is filled with stories like that. But there is one story not there, the one that hit hard after her appendicitis.
So as I'm recuperating, and I pull up the pathology reports, and fully expecting them to be fine, and it said carcinoma. And I was like, no way. And all of a sudden they said, Had you not had this other pain, your appendix, that kind of cancer is so insidious that by the time you usually find it's over. I don't like even speaking about it because to me it gives it strength.
Gives it some power.
And that's why I never had talked about it before, honestly.
But did that period help drive you to give the final word to your boss that I'm hanging it up?
This twist of fate that has saved my life.
Right.
Right? So yes, and you start thinking, maybe it's time to untether yourself from the desk and just sort of blindly go out there and just trust the universe. So it is not goodbye. I am not leaving New Orleans. I'm just pivoting. Life is about change, and it's time I live up to the mantra. So here we go, a new adventure after one heck of a ride. So thank you, New Orleans. Here's to you. Cheers.
David, once again, I'm telling you, you find the most amazing people. I'm thinking about Karen Swensen. Massive tumor. Her home's destroyed. Her husband dies of cancer. She has appendicitis. And yet she still has figured out a way to find the positive. I'm in awe of this woman.
She's the brightest light on television, Gail. I never met the woman before this, but when I heard she was retiring and walking away, why would Karen Swensen leave television? You were the queen in New Orleans. And she's doing it because there's got to be a bigger purpose, a better purpose, a more fulfilling purpose that also gives back. Everything, by the way, that's involved in her company is American-made. And join me in wishing her a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Happy birthday.
Hey, David, I like what she says about the candles. I'd actually like to get a couple of those when you just watch it burn down and what it represents. Boy, she's something else.
How about she's special. We're going to watch her. Karen, thank you for all the good years on the CBS affiliate in New Orleans, WWL-TV.
That's right. They say, go ahead, Tony.
Well, I was going to say, David, you know, people are afraid of change, but change can be magical.
That's
what
right.
about you going into this story? Were you someone afraid of change? Did it change your perspective?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, Tony, that I would have the guts to walk away from this career. But then again, I love what I do, and if they didn't pay me to do it, I'd still do it. Now, don't get me wrong. Karen loved her job. But think about this. Single mom, 52 years old, stepping away, relying on her 401k to do this. She's betting on herself, and I end with this. If you bet on yourself, you'll never let yourself down.
That's right, David.
That is
And
true.
I was once told what you go through can help you get through. Karen Swensen, here's to you. David, thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, David.
Amen.